Welcome back to the Future of the Game as we play out of town. So yeah, we're in the last chapter. I know. It's exhilarating. So this game, first episode came out in March and I said, we're going to do one every 2 weeks, and that turned into like one forever. So I'm glad we're actually kind of gotten to the conclusion of this game. Because the dreads drag on. New game. Yeah, she goes. Can't takes a while to load. Starring Telltale Games. Association or Universal Partnerships and Licensing. Back to the Future the game. We're on episode 5, Out of Time. Written and designed by Andy Warsaw, by Stanley. Art director was Pete Seidel. Lead programmer, YouTuber. See, I don't mind this entry. Like, I would love her a live action series of this. What happened? Maybe recast Marty, Dennis, Leonard. How are you, Marty?
Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my boss. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Let me see,
Why
man.
didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back to the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
Yeah?
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school. Damn.
What?
It's Edna.
But...
Uh-oh.
Okay, Emmett, one static accumulator coming up.
Edna. It's Edna, she's kind of crazy. And let's Doc talk to her, so that's not really good. You betrayed us, Emmett. How dare you? I'm not taking notes. You, Emmett. I'm going to, I back my low dimensions. Do 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 do. Very tempted. I'm very tempted to promote the end of this by doing co-op with the Back to the Future level pack.
Yeah!
Oh.
Jeez, Doc. Watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that one. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
You look very morose. You see this timer?
So, how are the times?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science
Science
You
means
can't
everything.
give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in war like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
You won't be happy together.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No. Ah!
I don't like where this is going.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, where did it go? And why is Doc now the antagonist?
Oh, come on. Here, little static thingy.
Lamppost. Static accumulator.
I can't reach it.
Come on. I'm intrigued, alright. It made Doc the antagonist. Interesting. Even though Edna is technically the main villain of it, they made Doc an antagonist, so. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, Doc Brown. An antagonist. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad they didn't go the direction of Beth being the antagonist, because it gets really boring in Back to the Future. Like, one, this the antagonist, okay. Back to the Future 2, this the antagonist. Back to the Future 3, Randolph's the antagonist, that's still Beth. So it's mind-boggling. Back to the Future's great series. I feel like I should watch Back to the Future 1 again, because that's the best one. It was on AMC yesterday. So, yeah, I love the first Back to the Future. Is great. It's a classic. You cannot hit it. I think it's on the list of the best 100 films. I guarantee you, like, Jaws, E.T., and some of the Star Wars films are up there. Raiders is definitely on there. I don't know, should I do like a list of my favorite movies ever? Because I bet like a lot of them will be Harry Potter films, and then be like Guardians of the Galaxy #1, and then Dark Knight, and like all the way, like on my top 1,000 movies, the very last one will be nah. Let's see it. Oh, Man of Steel is actually not the worst movie I've seen. I've seen The Fifth Wave. And that was a terrible film. And Quarantine is actually one of my favorite films. My mother despises it. Every Halloween, my dad come together and we're like, hey, Game of Thrones is a rule card. And my mother's like, this is stupid. This is taking a long time to load. Hopefully it's worth it. Hopefully. I don't have my phone, so I can't let this pour it on me. I play Doodles. It's gonna be 30 minutes of this just loading on me. Freak out. So how's everyone's day? So, actually, I do want to know, comment section below, tell me what you want to see on the channel in terms of series, like games. currently we have Heart Gold going on. I'm currently doing Sun, Pokemon Sun. Oh, about time. And actually looks pretty cool in here. We'll say Epcot.
The future is coming today.
I
There's
actually
a
like this
shiny
song.
new tomorrow on the way.
It's a
Until
great,
heaven
beautiful
reaches at
tomorrow.
hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on its way. Because the future is coming today.
I actually like this song. I do like the song for this.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole? Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know. All right.
Hi, Kristen.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth? Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
It's almost here now, the future is coming.
I actually like this song. It's pretty good. I like it. That's me clapping.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution...
Hello, Corleone.
What's the problem?
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
What's going on?
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
So what?
What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Michael Corleone really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Michael?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist, a foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo.
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Of course you do.
Good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here.
You're not going to.
Here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on
There it
it.
is.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well,
I'll dig something up.
you do that. In the meantime,
I like how the costume before just to pretty much
where is he
destroy.
anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
What dirt can we find on you? I'm just curious. How can we find some dirt on you? Okay, time to explore the expo. Be sure we got tickets from Trixie, the input left us. Still said about Edna's. Madeline, you might have trouble. Might pick up something nice for yourself or get out of it. I think. Okay.
That's tech.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
I thought her name was Athena.
Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now, what can I do you for?
Where's
You
Emmett?
seen Emmett around? I'm kinda worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or something.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
It's intriguing. Information booth.
I'm glad Trixie got her old job back. I wonder how she managed it.
Fine.
Hi, Trixie.
Now, what can I do you for?
I'm actually curious. How do you drop
Already
it?
told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
I know the characters.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Cousteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
Where do I
How
get
much
tickets?
are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. So,
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, Mia. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea.
I'm curious. If this is actually Jacques Cousteau, that's pretty impressive.
Well,
Heavy.
Monsieur has a way with words. Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Hostile guy?
How about...
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey, you're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice.
Ah, for the love of...
Algae cakes for you, Buster.
No, wait. So Emmett doesn't demonstrate eventually the result could be catastrophic if you very haven't seen them. Make sure you talk to everyone, even those who are vision obscured. Oh, do we really have to ask them about Emmett? We'll ask Jacques Cousteau.
Excuse me, Mr...
At your service.
Have you seen Emmett Brown?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish...
Distracted.
That's it. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks.
House of Glass.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
Hot plant. He said we could use a plant.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic.
Parker wiggled the amphetamine control system, but how did Tater talk? Record to confession would be nice. Can you find a recording device at the expo? Swap the flowers from the recently did with the bug version and Harper's booth. Okay, so I'm already liking this chapters. Actually pretty good. Plant.
A potted plant?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with lawn?
It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Looks a lot different.
What?
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the
Mission booth.
Hiya, folks!
We managed to delay it. So great. The bug, where to plant it? No mark wood. Tweezing. A couple of proceed. In the phone booth. There's a phone booth. There's a clock. There's the outro for control.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him.
No.
Perfect.
I don't like where this is going.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and
Soundproof glass. Great.
our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Handle. Okay. You can get anywhere you want. It's the modular home of the future, as long as you get the wall structure. Get through the glass storm situation. So what I'm hearing is take care of the window.
Emmett, get out of this place and back to your booth. You're gonna miss the demo. Come on, Emmett, look up here.
Handle. Handle. This is literally a giant puzzle. Handle. feel like we just screwed up. Handle. Handle. Handle.
Something's blocking it.
Handle, move that door back. And then your handle.
It won't slide open. It won't slide open.
No, we took care of this. The
It won't slide open.
Yeah, it won't slide open.
It won't slide open. It won't slide open.
Come on. I just want to get through this house of mirrors and then... Okay, good. You gotta be freaking kidding me, Doc. Handle. Now we can take care of that door handle, right? Good.
Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Curious. Where's this in round slash Evan now? Some of it. That's oh.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left, not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch them.
I know who you are.
We're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with Emmett?
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Michael! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boys obviously confused me.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him.
But...
If you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
Where's the real?
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
What do you do from it?
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Removing the bathysphere.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey, is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
Well, we got tickets.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Trixie.
Oh, we got ticket.
I'm truly honored to be...
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Curiosity. Found enough photos in the exhibitor. Kidnapping another exhibitor and stashed away. Refused. Those authorities. Nice to hear about this. Tell us about the diary if you refuse to take the ticket.
The secrets of this noble vegetable.
Arthur.
Present my discoveries to a disbelieving world.
What do you... The expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Is the next wave in the agricultural revolution of...
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out.
Ooh.
Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb that, and I will raise the bathysphere.
And bursting with delightful fresh flavor. I invite each and every one of you to come by my booth. That's booth A113.
Why did they make Dr. Villain?
Dude, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Come down, please. The bathysphere exists. So sorry for the inconvenience.
Just wants to do. Citizen Brown may not have taken any stress interest at heart, but of course, you wouldn't want to do any actual harm to Paul and his young counterpart. Why should never harm him either? Distance and ground notice for sure. Or the platform, step on the air hose?
I think I'll climb the ladder and just hang out until you get it fixed.
Suit yourself. You may be in for a long wait.
I don't know why it took him so long time to do. This is really bothersome. And it is the bad guy.
Step back! You're crimping the hole!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry. Hey,
Yeah. Where's the last
I'm just
year?
gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right?
I know
Emmett
it's in
gets
here.
no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you.
Drop the
Ready
act.
to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
Raise
I'm
the
just gonna
bat.
keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped horse needs imminent doom. Phew, that's better. Mercy.
I'm intrigued. What do we do? So, step on the hose.
Step back! You're crimping.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Raise the
I'm just gonna
basket.
keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right?
Right.
Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you.
Drop the act.
You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka... You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
I know
Emmett
Emmett's
gets
in
no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you.
Drop the
Ready to
act.
drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
Raise.
I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka... You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
Step
Let's see.
off the hole!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
Arthur? Was that actually the right thing to do?
Phew, that's better. Mercy.
Suppose.
Step back! You're crimping the hole!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Phew, that's better. Mercy. Step back! You're crimping the hole!
This is a really long episode.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That's better. Mercy.
Sphere.
Step back! You're crimping the hole!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Step off the hole!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I command you uncrimp that hole!
Funny. Hey,
Drop
ready
the
to
act.
drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
I'll
You know
stay
what
in it.
happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
I'm patient.
I command you uncrimp that hole!
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about. Step off the hole!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it!
Then neither will I. Hey! You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
Something gonna happen? Oh, you gave up. Yay. Chuck's my mouth.
Oh, the years, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So
Well-
that's what we'll do.
The next exhibitor on our list
Oh, I just want to end this
is
part.
Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can visit the next exciting part of Roar to the Future, episode 5. Till then.